Welcome to 3-week workshop on programming in C++. In this video, I'm going to explain the concept of mapping a concept of constructors to the real-time application. Let us take one simple example. I think in the previous video I showed that creation of some new registration. It asks that for new registration, so that it asks email ID, contact number, register number, and password. So these are the four. For example, for a new registration, I want to fill these informations. So actually, this is a GUI application. The first of all, I'm going to create some field. There are four fields we need to do. One is a Gmail, contact number, register number, and password. So for example, whenever the user after confirm password is getting OTP, for example, there is a button is called as a submit. Once the user submitted, these information will be stored into the class variables. So just I'm going to create one simple application for this. So as per the choices, just we need to create four informations .h and hash info .h. I'm going to create this registration in with semicolon. I'm going to define a main. So class screen. And so now it's okay. So now I'm going to create a field first. We know that there are four fields is necessary. One is email ID, and the next one is phone number, and third one is register number, and fourth one is password. So these are the fields. So now I'm going to select the field for email ID. It consists of alphanumerics. So that I'm going to define char. Char means it's a one character, but I need multiple number of characters. So that I can go with character array, one-dimensional character array, because it's a one line of a text. And phone number, I will go with the long. So even the long is not suitable. But okay, if I understand, I will go with the long. If you go with, you can go with a character. It is the best way to define a roll number, because the long means that it will accept 10-digit number, but the maximum digits start with this 4, so that it is not suitable. So that it should not go with the long. You can go with the character array. But if you go with in Java and all, okay, the long is suitable because it's a 8-bit. But here it is only 4-bit, so that not possible to store. So we are going to store 10 bits, so that we need 11 memory, because we need to have a memory for storing a null character also. For register number, maximum 8-digit character, so that it no problem. And it's an alphanumeric character, so it is a character. It is a line of text. So I'm going to define 20 memory space. So now the fields are defined. So now what I need to do is here, even if you go for a login purpose, we need a phone number and as well as a password. Yes, or sometimes we need register number and password. Okay, we'll discuss about it later. So now these are the fields need to be initialized there. But normally this is a GUI application. So that this GUI application cannot possible to create the same class. So this is the outside of the environment. Whenever the user press submit, this information need to be assigned as a registration part. So this information must be received here, means the entry point, because it is a GUI. If you work with a GUI, you have some idea. And if you know how to create a GUI application, then you have an idea. Especially if you have know about applet, just to think about the basic things about applet in Java. So just you are created whenever the button is pressed by triggering those events, but you are collected and you are passing to the corresponding class objects. So now I am going to create an object for a registration, but before that I need to pass all those values. So registration, and I'm going to pass email ID, then phone number, register number, and password. These are the four, because it is an outside environment. In this situation, for registration, I need 4 details. It's a mandatory. So that I need to copy by using by using constructor only we need to assign. It is a character array, so that is called email ID. Then next one is a phone number. It is also a character. character. So then next one is register number. It is a long data type. Then it is a password. It is also character pass, because these are the information will be passed from the function. Now you can compile this. Okay, so these are the undefined symbol. So we know that it is okay. I will talk about later about regarding this. No error. Still now it is no error. But it is another one more problem is it is private. So but the constructor must be defined only inside of the public. Okay, so I told that it is outside of the environment. This is the outside of the environment. So that whatever the field we are having, it will be passed to the class. So from outside environment to the classroom, so that the constructor is the only pass way or correct way to pass those value. So that here I am going to copy the value, the reading a value from the user. So for example, cout into the email. This is the outside environment. So here it is a console application, so that we are unable to do with GUI application here. So I'm using as a console application, so that just I'm going to read a value from the user. So I enter the phone number. So see in, it is a phone number. Then third one is enter the register number. So please try to understand, these are the means we are reading from outside the environment like as a guy environment, and we are initializing the class by passing this value to the class. So enter the register number. So see in register number. And third one, next one is I need to read password. But here the password is visible, so don't worry about that. So we need to define the data type for all. So the character, we know that it is a local variable because it is defined inside of the main. So the 20 characters for a phone number, still 11 characters needed because 10 digit plus 1 digit for null character because of space is uses. And third one is it is a password, just a maximum 20 is long. And I'm going to define another one is a long, that is called your register number. So just I'm passing this a value. For just here I didn't do anything, just I need to copy. So I need to use string copies. If you write destination comma source, so that I need to copy from email ID from EM, because the name of your formal parameter is EM. I need to copy the phone number, phone from PH, because I need to copy from parameters, string copy. The third one is, it is an integer. Integer means equal operator is enough. So registration number. So equal to reg. So the next one is I want to copy a password, comma from pass. Because these are all local variables. Means even it is a reference only because it is an array. So we know that whenever the array is passed as argument, it must take only the reference, not a value. So next I'm going to write a one function just to show it, just for a display. Okay, so okay, or otherwise I'm going to write a login. Once it is successfully registered, I'm going to just see in see out into the email ID. So see in EM, so that I'm going to create another one more local variable here. So see out, enter the password. So see in my path is PSS. Okay, I'm going to PA. So if you think that the values only used for a purpose, means general, means that only need for only for this function, you can make it as a local variable. Don't make it as an instance variable. So we need a string compare. To compare email ID must be equal to the current input. equal to 0, and str, because it is a string, we need a string compare. So and also the password must be matched. So password equal to PA, so equal to 0. If it is okay, then you can say that authentication is successful. Else say out not an authenticated user. You can define like this. So once if it is okay, so now okay, so next I'm going to compile. So 3 errors, yeah, string copy, so the corresponding header file is string.h, so hash include string.h. Now I'm going to compile. Spelling mistake, registration number, REGI, register number, sorry, not a registration number, register number. Sorry, it is a comma, not a double equal. So there is no error. Now I'm going to, sorry, here we need to after see that now the constructor is invoked, and if you want, you can verify with yeah, the system is registration, the object is missing. So R dot the function name is login, I think so. Yeah, I'm going to invoke login process. Now I'm compile. Same variables exist. No errors. Then I'm going to run the program. Just a minute. I can use clear screen to clear the previous outputs and all, otherwise it makes more confusion. So I'm going to run this clear screen is here only. So I ask you for this is for registration purpose. It means that assume that this window has a GUI. So karthik@gmail.com, for example, and phone number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So enter the register number 3 4 5 6 7 8. The password, for example, government. So enter. Actually, here I'm going for login process. I'm going to say that karthik@gmail.com in a correct format. But I'm going to give a password as gcas. I'm not an authenticated user because the password is wrong. So this is for login process. Once it is successful, then I'm going to verify through the login process. Login process. But actually here I'm not make it as a how to say that here I didn't make it as anything about GUI because here we are unable to create a GUI. So that just I'm going to make some console application in order to understand. So see out registration process. Registration process. Compile. I'm going to run. So now the registration process started. So I'm going to enter some email ID. Then enter the phone number. Here I need to write any logic for validation and all. If you want, you can add a validation logic. My password is pass. Now once successfully created, it means that it will be successfully assigned to the class. Then after that you are going to you are going to check it whether you are a valid user or not. So this time I'm going to give a correct data, correct data, so that my pass is pass. It say that authentication is successful, then it will be processed as usual things. So whenever and always the class concept is very, very important, even if you go for Android or maybe whatever application. So even though if you go with the GUI application, the concept of assigning a value for the class member is necessary. Because if you want to perform any manipulation without the class concept is not possible. So that we need to assign the class data member through, because we are receiving input from outside environment, so that the parameter is constructor is the best way to assign, so that I'm receiving all the basic parameter needed for my application, my process as an input, and I'm passing those value as argument. So normally this parameter is, means if you assume you are as a GUI application, and these informations which is received from a output, which is received as a input, received as an input from application and will print out. So so what I mean, sorry, will be received from the user. Then it will be passed to the class for the some other manipulation. Even if you want to record into data, record into data store, everything you can't write a code here. It is not a best way. Just we are passing all this value to them. So then automatically it will be, means that in the class will take care of all the functionality. It means that all the manipulation must be done only inside of the class. You should not be, you should not put everything inside of the same function. It is not the best way to go for a reusability process. So I hope you have some clear idea now. So that always my suggestion, if you want to get some input like as a user-based applications, means a GUI-oriented, assume always try to go to GUI-oriented application, so that the input must be received only from a main. So it will be passed as an argument to the constructor. You should not write a logic to write a function to get an input inside of the class. That is not a best way. But as a learner, you can learn, you can use it, no problem. But if you go as a developer, try to go with a concept like this. Even if you check about any kind of application, they are following a constructor for initialization purpose. But the thing is, they are all, so they must go with the parameterized constructor. But the number of parameters depends on the application. Thank you.